Grand rising, grand arrival, grand return. Peace and blessings to the righteous and repentant alike. I'm Sophia of the AmaruKhan Band of Indians, and this is your daily transmutation report where we practice manipulating the incoming rays to the earth in a format that best serves our Creator. Today is Wednesday, September the 18th, 2024. 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, coming to you from the Sunshine State. Yes, it is a real one's birthday today. Happy birthday to me. Happy solar return. It has been an incredible year, and we're looking forward to many, many more. So, we have the sun at 25 degrees of Virgo. We have our moon at 0 degrees of Aries, and we have a very interesting energy going on here. So, Pluto at 29 degrees of Capricorn is in a sextile to the moon, and Sedna at 1 degree of Gemini is in a sextile to the moon. Sedna at 1 degree of Gemini is also in a trine to Vulcan at 1 degree, and Vulcan at 1 degree of Libra is in a sextile energy to Pallas Athena at 3 degrees of Sagittarius. So we have a lot of energy flowing, and it does seem that when we have the full moon, new moons, less energy is flowing in this kind of all over the place sort of way, and usually in the new moon or the full moons like we just had just finished up, the energy is flowing much more rapidly around the celestial placements, because we also have an opposition, a very, very could be harsh energy between Saturn at 15 degrees 15 of Pisces and Mercury at 15 degrees of Virgo. This is in a, like I said, an opposition. We also have an opposition between Eris at 25 degrees of Aries and Venus at 24 degrees of Libra. And remember, Eris is related to discord, strife, and poisoning apples. She is in retrograde, so it's closer to us than usual. And Venus, which is our values, so there is some discord trying to rile up between our values and our our beauty and our love. And we also have a opposition between the moon at 0 degrees of Aries and Vulcan at 1 degree of Libra. So there's a lot of kind of opposing energy, this or that energy. But there's also this huge flowing ring of energy almost like around it, more than likely to keep it from getting too intense. So we'll see how this is going to play out. Of course, if you would like a more in-depth look at the astrology, please contact your favorite astrologer. They are more qualified to give you an in-depth explanation of how these energies work with your specific placements. Alright, we're on day 16 of the moon cycle. This is still full moon season. 15.6 day old moon. 99.6% illumination, with a moon set time of 7:41 a.m. and a moon rise time of 8:03 p.m. Our moon governor for today is Ekotasa, and the Spiritualite is taught by the 16th head of the moon sphere how to get control over the negative beings of that sphere, either by way of mental wandering or by evocation, and how to make them pay absolute obedience. At the same time, he introduces Spiritualite to diverse spiritual measures of protection, which not only make him invulnerable against any unfavorable influences, but also help him to become a magic authority, respected not only by positive but also the negative beings. By character, This head of the moon sphere is a very benevolent intelligence who will be pleased to give the mature spiritualite any kind of assistance, and who therefore will also unveil to him the secrets of moon spirituality. So you have in this guy, and just think back to the astrology from a few minutes ago, there's this flowing energy between Pallas and Vulcan and Sedna and the moon and Pluto, all kind of flowing together. And then you have these, kind of more difficult oppositions. Saturn and Mercury, which could be a difficult opposition. Venus and Eris. There's a third opposition, the moon and Vulcan. These could be more difficult, but you have this kind of flowing energy around it. So this guy is here to help navigate these things and make these otherwise opposite influences, which could be more difficult, make them work out in your favor. So if you acknowledge it, that's the kind of energy you could be interfacing with today. Alright, so for our astroterography sun sign decan, we are in the 10 of Cups, which is love, satisfaction, and harmony. And this can be best transmuted by the 10 of Coins, which is carefree, harmony, and happy love, through the lens of the 7th house in Pisces, which is to admit when you are no longer in contact with reality. So again, enjoy the carefree, harmony, and happy love that is grounded in physical reality, not the pie in the sky, 10 of Cups, whatever it will be. No, the physical reality of the abundance that you seek, the things that you want, the things that you need are showing up. That's how you can best utilize this energy. Alright, so for our North Node decan, we are in 2 of Wands, and this is plans, travel, and new ideas. This is our outside influence card and also our Jezebel card. And you can transmute this by using the 2 of Swords, which is indecisions, solutions, and difficulties. And this is our intuition card through the lens of the 2nd house in Libra, which is to prefer to work with others and don't want to care for self. Again, we are going to work with these other entities, just like our moon governor for today will tell you how to get the absolute control over the positive and the negative entities. We will work with whichever ones need to be worked with. We have to decide that we want to rule. When you have a kingdom, you don't just rule the subjects you like, you're still the ruler over the subjects you don't like. And that's kind of like, I've been trying to figure out what exactly this energy is, and that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody has to be in control of these entities. We have to regain control of this stuff because it's just all out of order, and we have to decide that we are going to work with both sides. Not that we want to necessarily do bad things. No, that's not what I'm saying, but we have to be the ones that tell them what to go and do, because otherwise there's a group of people who exclusively work with these negative entities who are waiting for us to decide that we're not going to take this particular order. So we have a while to continue to grapple with how this actually is going to work out, but we have to take control over this energy. So for our Tree of Life yearly progressions and predictions, we are in Venus energy, and this is the 8 of Swords, which is overthinking, self-criticism, and entrapment. And this can be transmuted by utilizing the 8 of Wands, which is travel, momentum, and communication, through the lens of the 9th house in Gemini, which is learn how to properly use words and wisdom. So again, this has a lot to do with knowing when to speak, knowing what to speak, knowing why to speak, and not getting too distracted by some of the stuff that's going on, and creating some momentum in your life, and not just not doing too much thinking, so much thinking that it prevents you from doing what actually needs to be done. So if you enjoy this type of astrology content, please feel free to join us on YouTube, where my handle is Sophia Spiritualite. Also, if you'd like to see all of these slides for the month so you can better plan your month, please join us at the Schumann Mystery School on Patreon. Thank you for joining us for today's daily transmutation report. Peace and blessings, and we'll see you tomorrow.